Hi, this is John Sinclair TV back again, and today I'm going to do my player ratings on yesterday's Newcastle's fantastic win over Aston Villa here at St James's Park, and I'm going to go straight to it. I'm going to start with Nick Pope. I mean, look, he had absolutely no chance whatsoever with the goal. I cannot blame him for that. It's down to the defence, and they did a couple of good saves along the way. I'm going to give Nick a 7 out of 10, and it's good to see him back, by the way, from a broken finger as well. Let's go on to the right back, Kieran Trippier. Kieran does Kieran things, and he was good in both halves, and he created enough good chances, 4 key passes throughout that game, and he looked very, very solid. Now spectacular from Newcastle captain. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Let's go on to the other side, Dan Burn. He was given a handful by Moussa Diaby and Leon Bailey as well, and he looked okay. Yes, he was targeted before the game, however, I think he did okay. Completed a couple of good tackles in the game. I'm going to give Dan Burn, it was a tough afternoon for him, by the way. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 because it's a really tough afternoon in the day, I can't lie. Let's go on to the centre of defence. Fabian Schär, it's great to see him back after an injury. He didn't really do anything wrong. He looked short of match fitness, by the way, I can't lie. But at the end of the day, he didn't step out of defence as often as I'd like to see him to. However, he's got a little bit of a calming influence in the game. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 because I thought he did okay, did what I was to do. Sven Botman, what can I say about this guy? I'm a massive fan of this guy. 93% of the complete pass is fantastic. He had a cutback but got an assist to Isak's first goal in the first half, and he did offer a threat in the Villa penalty box as well. Arguably the best defender in the Newcastle United side as well, without a question of a doubt. I like him, and I'm going to give this guy, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Let's go on to midfield 3. I'm going to go on to Sandro Tonali. What a debut for the Italian. Everyone says he's not going to cope with the Premier League. When anyhow picked him, I thought, wow, he's making a big call there. But guess what? He owned the midfield, he owned the game. This guy, that's what he's all about. He is absolutely fantastic. I mean, it was Jamie Carragher or Gary Neville, one of the two, or it might be one of the two, said that he's not going to cope with the Premier League. And might be Jamie Redknapp, that, by the way. Couldn't cope with the Premier League. I think he was an absolute muppet, by the way. Scored a goal and to assist as well, and Eddie trusted him, I trusted him. He had no problems coping with the pace of the Premier League as well. Sandro Tonali gets a 10, and I don't normally give 10s out of 10, by the way, but this guy owes it. One of the best debuts in a black and white shirt I've seen. Bruno Guimaraes, there were better performances from this guy. He wasn't that great, but he wasn't awful. However, that said, I think he's done alright. He kept things simple, and for me, he wasn't given much time on the ball than I'd like to be, but he still offered that common presence. I'm going to give him a 6.5. Joe Linton, for me, someone said yesterday that Joe Linton is a more important player than Bruno. I can't lie, I could have to kind of agree. He completed good tackles as well, wins the balls in the area, box to box as well. And you know what? He was unlucky in the second half, he just had to clear off the line. But the one thing I'm going to say, Joe Linton, right, this guy is an important player in the Newcastle team, and his name's got to be first on that list. Joe Linton, 8 out of 10. I thought it was fantastic. Miguel Almiron, listen, people say that he had a poor game, people say he had a good game. For me, I think his work is absolutely fantastic, and he didn't contribute to the game enough. One thing I'm going to say, start that again. He did contribute in the game as well. His work is fantastic. It's a standard performance. The only thing that's letting down for Miggy, sorry Fox, I'm going to mention it, it's the final third decision again. But other than that, I thought he had a good game. 7 out of 10. Alexander Isak, 2 great goals, yeah. I thought the second goal was fantastic. And I tell you what, he is going to be so key up front. Isak, let's be real, he was superb, yeah. I was off the ball running, his touches, his sticks, absolutely amazing. And he'd be a constant, massive threat all season. This guy, I've always rated him. If he didn't come to Newcastle, I'd rate this guy. Isak gets a 9 out of 10, but it could well have been a 10 if he had taken one of the goals in the first and second half. 1-on-1, keeper made a great save. and he gets a 9 out of 10 from me. Should have scored a hat-trick. Anthony Gordon, I said before pre-season, he's our secret weapon. His work rate is fantastic. His movement's brilliant. He got that assist for the first goal for a lovely cross on the left. He was causing all sorts of problems for the Villa. Villa didn't know how to handle this guy. Let's be real, he looked very, very sharp. He had no break in the summer. He played in England in 21s and won that as well. His movement, I love his electric, fantastic. He really, really is. Anthony Gordon is going to be one of the best players in Newcastle United this season. Anthony Gordon, 8 out of 10, and this guy is going to be real good. On to the substitutes. Let's start with Harvey Barnes. I never knew him come out to Newcastle United. Could have had an assist when Callum Wilson absolutely blazed it over, but he scored a well-taken ball, 1-on-1, finished it beautifully. And for me, he gets an 8 out of 10. And Villa couldn't cope with his pace at all whatsoever, and that is the thing. Callum Wilson, well, it's good to see him back on the pitch at any time. He scored a lovely goal, top corner, and you know what? He should have scored in a second. He placed it over the bar for Harvey Barnes' assist. But you know what? When he came on, Villa couldn't cope with him, and he gave us legs, he gave us pace, and he's going to be an important member of the team as well. Callum Wilson, what he does, basically what he does best, 7 out of 10. Jacob Murphy, he didn't have much on the pitch as well, so I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 for me. He grabbed an assist with a good burst and through ball to Barnes. I still give him 6, maybe a 7. You make me mind up, people. The fans, absolutely brilliant. The war flags, the atmosphere in that stadium. What can I say? Absolutely fantastic. And you know what? 52,000 Salah every single week. Amazing. Our fans are the best in the league, the best in Europe. And you know what? I just cannot wait to see what happens in the Champions League. I'll tell you one thing, the atmosphere is going to be beautiful. So for me, 10 out of 10. Eddie Howe, he got the Tonali selection right, decision right. You know what? He made a big call on him. He also made a big call on Shah coming back from an injury, and also from Pope as well for a broken finger. Eddie Howe gets a 10 from me as well. So what a great start as well. 5-1, and you know what it is, right? I mean, Richard's going to get better and better and better. We are so excited to watch so far. The player ratings I've done is justified in my opinion, and for me, everyone played a part, played well, and we're just going to get better and better and better. So guys, tell us what you think of your players. What are your player ratings, by the way? Leave it in the comment section down below. Also, if you like the channel, like what you watch, make sure you like and subscribe. And as always, away the Mags.